back. This is Jesse Torres, host of Hack My Business. We just finished season 2 of Hack My Business, and we're busy getting ready for the launch of season 3 on November 30th. For the next couple of weeks, we'll be offering just some quick hacks and tips for your business. But I did want to just say a big thank you to all of our listeners for sticking with us in this year. 2020 has turned out to be a pretty unprecedented year, and I know it's been a really unusual time for many of us. So on behalf of me and my co-host Sid, we just want to offer our appreciation for listening and being part of our journey in 2020. As of today's recording, November 12th, we are just 49 days until the end of the year. And I know for many of us, November is a planning month. It's a month to consider how to best position yourself for success in 2021. I think a big part of business success involves thinking carefully about client retention. So I want to offer three quick tips to help you develop your client retention strategy. Here's my first recommendation. I know many of you have heard this before, but it's all about focusing on surprise and delight, which is one of my favorite phrases that I use all the time. And really what this means is, how can you go the extra mile in providing a service or a product to a client or a customer? For me, this means doing simple things, simple but meaningful work for my clients. This can include things like writing up remarks for an executive who doesn't have the time to do it. It could mean doing some value add research for someone on a certain market or issue that wasn't necessarily part of your scope, but that could be really helpful for the client and helping them think through a particular situation. My second recommendation is to think about, how can you help boost communication between you and your client? I like to provide additional touch points in addition to my regular reports and my meetings. These can be really small things, like the sharing of an interesting piece of news or a quick text on an update in regards to a project. I've just found that these little moments where you're sharing some bit of information with your client can help them to feel more engaged and it lets them know that they're on your mind. These small interactions can be really helpful to help jog certain, memories or certain actions that the client, forgot to take. It just helps them recall that, I need to actually do something in regards to a particular project. And so there's some additional value to just doing that kind of direct little moment with them. The whole point is just to make sure that your customer or client doesn't feel disconnected, especially when we're all doing everything remote. You want to make sure you're keeping that dialogue open. And then my last recommendation is really to think about, how can you do an analysis of your work to date. You want to spend some time to really think about and to understand where you're spending your time and effort with your clients. There's a lot of benefit to this. Probably the key value to doing that kind of exercise is that it allows you to get a sense of what direction your client is moving towards. So you can adjust to meet their needs. And at the very least, it can be a great opening discussion point as far as what scope of work will look like in the coming year, which can be, as you start to move towards contract negotiation, all that fun kind of fiscal management at the end of the year. It can be really helpful to just help you move forward. So there you have it. 3 quick tips when it comes to client retention: surprise and delight, boost communication, and then analyze for priorities. Have a great week, everyone. We look forward to seeing you again and having you join us on November 30th at the start of season 3.